What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Reality Pill. Today, we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Latavia.
Hi, Kevin.
Javon, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, good. I'm going to do Latavia first. Okay. Latavia, how are you?
Hello.
Where did I get wrong?
I'm you didn't get anything wrong. I just wanted to put my input in
Okay. First,
because I have so much.
okay. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20. Are you actively in church?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm in Georgia. I'm actually in Gwinnett. Most of my family's in Mississippi and South Georgia, and I have a lot of women in my life who most of my family's either married or they're like 35 plus, and they're like, Lord, it's not my man. He's gonna have my man come. And it gets to a
Hold,
point where
hold
they're
on,
like
hold on.
50 and
They are married or they're waiting to be married?
it's usually one of the exact opposite.
Okay.
There's a lot of married, happy people in my family, and everyone else who's not. God is their husband, and they get to a point where they're hitting 50 and they're confused because they so far in their careers,
Well, what do
and
you
they're
do?
just
What
like,
about
I don't
you?
know.
What are you doing?
Currently I'm in school, but I have a boyfriend,
Okay.
so we're working on that.
Okay. How long have you been with your boyfriend?
Almost a year.
Um, do you want to get married?
Yes,
Is he marriage minded?
yes.
Are you sure? I mean, have you had the
From what we talk
okay?
from what we talk about, yes.
Okay. Marriage minded. Does he want to marry you?
As far as I'm concerned, yes.
Well, that doesn't matter, sweetheart.
I wouldn't know until he got on one knee for
Well,
sure.
no. Well, see, yes. Here's the thing. Okay, this is
Hmm.
where so many of our sisters make go awry.
Hmm.
You've got time invested in with a guy that you don't know these questions up front. How old is he?
23.
So he's young. Okay.
Yes.
So a young marriage, you got to be prepared to go through all of the hard stuff, the broke, the losing jobs, finding jobs, living in apartments, eating peanut butter and jelly and bologna, because he does not have the skills or the resources to be a high value man yet. That doesn't come until 35 or 40 years old. You got a guy who may be Henry in training. Are you prepared to go through that with him?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right there, I don't believe that.
Neither do I. That was the most that was the most non-convincing yes I've ever heard. Yeah, I've ever heard in my life. And because in the back of her mind, she knows subconsciously if a better deal comes along that makes sense, I'd rather go ahead and get that. As they say, a lot of these type of women will wait until the man gets to the finish line and then pick the winner. They don't care about who's in the race. They don't care who's leading temporarily. They don't care who was cheated, who fell down. They only care about the winners. So in the back of her mind, it's hard for her to really even give a real answer because she knows the real answer will be she will be looking for someone else.
Look, man, I just need to know. Be honest with me. Be honest with yourself. Are you prepared to go through that with him?
We talk about different things. That's just
I talked about I
because
talked about
we
the downside, man. Are you familiar with TD Jakes,
hmm
the pastor, TD Jakes?
no.
TD Jakes, America's Minister. Okay. Potter's House was the
I don't really is it if it's on TV, I don't
well, he
really
was the
watch.
president, but he advised Obama.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Um, Young lady, understand something. You're 19 or 20? 20? 20?
20, yes.
Yeah. Again, the downsides of marriage, for richer, for poor,
Yes.
sickness, health, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, through sickness and health. That they mean that. And a man who's 23, if he's ever going to try to be something, he's going to have failures. Especially if he tries to own a business. Most people fail 3 times before they get something to start. Are you prepared to go through that with him? Are you prepared to live in an apartment?
Those are things I've been thinking about more and more the past few months.
Say again?
I said those are things I've been thinking about more and more the
See,
past few months.
so when I asked you if he's marriage minded, you said you believe this, but it sounds like you're not marriage minded with him. This is where you say
You
something.
might be on a point.
but see, I know, and this isn't fair.
Because here's the thing. When I said it's been a year, it wasn't a whole year of like, it was like dating and then more commitment. But we've been talking about things now and where we see this going later.
Okay, well, let me just
And
stop you. Let me
also,
stop you right here. If you know you want to be married, you need to be dealing with men who can actually. Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife?
ideally,
Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife?
yes.
Then see, let me tell you something, young lady, and everybody else in there. You need to stop this game playing. You need to just say what it is you want and then understand that. Because the way you're saying this right now, you're setting this boy up. You're setting this relationship up to end up breaking his heart.
I always feel like I can help support and push and motivate, but then I have older people also telling me I shouldn't rely on potential. But I'm like,
Are these older women married?
some and some not.
Okay. Understand something. Don't listen to women when it comes to marriage.
Okay.
You need to be listening to men. And the thing is, see, many of you young women look at men your age and you want them to be able to produce like men my age. They can't. He can't.
Right.
He cannot. I could not produce like me now at 20 some odd. And that's so unfair. You young ladies want these young, good men to go out and be more than 23. So this is why you got to be honest. If you want to be married and be a stay-at-home wife, you need to be dating men only who can do that. Don't be getting, see, we often hear about how women get done wrong and women get strung along, such and so forth. But what we don't hear is this story. Women like yourself, you may not be doing it maliciously, but you know you want something different that this guy cannot provide. And this is how a lot of guys end up getting twisted up, because some guy comes along who's older and can provide these things. Next thing you know, you're breaking up with this guy.
Exactly. That's why they all know in the back of their minds, if this doesn't work out, it's cool. I'll be able to get out there and find someone with that. And they'll be able to provide that lifestyle for me, which is more of the reason why men these days aren't giving out, they aren't really giving out commitment like that. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. They're not going to just offer a relationship to a woman because she wants one. It has to be earned. And for the women that choose to grind with men and be there while they're at their lowest, of course, those women should respectfully, get it all. Because if they were willing to be with you in the dirt when you had nothing, and she sacrificed days of going out, and she chose to sit there and ignore the social pressure of how social media is, that has to be respected.
Ladies, get real with yourself, understand what you want, and date that. Don't play with men because you don't like it when men play with you.
Right.
And the reason I push that so much, ma'am, is because you got all those women around you, and I know you're getting bad advice. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny to
No.
me because there's a 23-year-old man on the other side. Was he raised by his father?
He's raised by both parents.
Does he love you?
I had to think about it for a bit.
Has he said he loved you?
Yes.
What do you mean you had to think about it for a bit?
Because we're, like I
Did
said,
he
it's been-
say he loved you?
Yes.
Then what the French toast is there to think about?
Because it's been a minute since he said something like that.
All right. I'm going to let you go ahead and go because I'm sensing the deception in the game plan. And you're a little young for this. You need to know what it is. See, if you want to be married, yeah, get away.
No, I appreciate
You
what
need
you're
to get
saying.
away
I'm
from them
listening.
old toxic women because you're far too potentially manipulative for this young age. The deception, the
Means more
vagueness, the
purpose if
vagary. I'm hearing a bunch of older women and a bunch of business. You should be happy, optimistic, and hopeful at this age, not this hedging and all this other kind of stuff. Yeah,
No, it's just a complicated thing, and I wasn't gonna go that.
it shouldn't be
much
that
in
complicated at
detail.
your age, ma'am.
Mhm.
It shouldn't be complicated at your age. Life ain't complicated at your age. It's just not. It's
Mhm.
not complicated at your age. You're 20. You don't have any real world responsibility, real world bill. You got any kids?
No.
Then it ain't complicated. You were at the prom 2 years ago. Knock it off. You got all them older women in your ear tainting your spirit and overcomplicating and overburdening you as a 20-year-old and that young man as a 23-year-old. And no one to actually sit down and pull you out of it. Where's your dad?
He lives a few hours away,
But you
but
weren't,
he's in my life.
huh?
My parents divorced when I was young.
Javon, unmute yourself. Keep if
Okay.
the man
Can you
said
hear me?
if the man said he loved you, did you say you loved him back? Lativia, unmute.
Yes.
Did you say you loved him back?
Yes,
Do you?
I do. I just don't want to make decisions based. I have so much, like you said, different things in my ear of just worry about feelings, and then there's other
Get some
parts that's
counseling,
like,
young lady. And get away from those old bitter broads before you jack
okay.
your life up. That's as nice as I can put it. You
Okay.
got too much. You
Thank
got too many. All this negative stuff ain't come from your lived experience.
That is a great point. That is a great point. Oftentimes, when a lot of these older women speak to these younger women, they drop off so much drama and trauma instead of knowledge that they are the ones that then live that dramatic experience. And they talk from an experience that they've never experienced. But it's been all of the experiences of these other women tainting this woman with bad information instead of knowledge. Everyone, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.